And we're back. Merry Christmas Eve. Welcome to the Culture and Cannabis Podcast. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, happy today. And we got the full crew here, the whole Culture and Cannabis gang. We got JC Coates, ho ho ho. We got Chuck, we got Leilani. And man, this is a Christmas Eve special. JC, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm good. You know,
I was nervous that you were going to be Grinch when you walked in here, but you came in rolling with the Rocky sound. And I knew it was going to be a good podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to the Rocky soundtrack on the way here. The Tiger.
That made you feel a little bit better?
Yeah, you know, just kind of got me a little greedy, got me a little excited.
Cool. Well, we're all very festive today. Chuck's got an amazing Santa hat on.
Shouts out to Tony.
JC's a very cute diehard reindeer. And Joy is just a Christmas special, you know?
Yes.
And we're rocking and rolling. And so today's going to be a little bit different, right? Usually we talk about, you know, culture and cannabis stuff, Today's going to be about Christmas, and we're going to talk about our Christmas, what we have going on. We got some trivia, we got some facts on how to have the best Christmas with cannabis, a dankmas is how they call it today. But first, I want to start with Christmas stories. Or Christmas questions. I want to get to know your guys' Christmas history just a little bit more, okay? So we're going to go around. I'll start with Joy first. Joy, can you please tell me what your favorite Christmas movie is?
Oh, Home Alone.
Home Alone. JC, what about you?
Die Hard.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you couldn't say that. Chuck?
Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story. Okay. So when you watch these movies, are you guys watching them on Christmas Eve, a couple days before Christmas? Is it Christmas Day? When do you indulge in the Christmas movie watching?
Who you choosing first?
You guys, you can answer. What do you think?
Like I mean, for me, it's like usually, you know, Die Hard's just one of them. I like a few different ones, but it's like they're always kind of on Christmas, the day before, the day after. So it's like I'm just chilling. You know?
Do you like make it a point? Do you guys make it a point to like sit down and watch Christmas movies?
No.
Traditional Christmas movie watching does not exist.
Does not exist at the house.
I think it's like you pop on the TV, which I don't have anymore, but usually the TV would just be on.
Yeah,
and
it just
Christmas
has.
Story
It just
would be on repeat.
It just
all day.
plays all those Christmas
Now,
movies.
growing up, it did.
Okay, and so let's talk about that.
you.
So growing up, compared to today, are there still traditions that you guys keep that your parents instilled in you that you do today with your children, like that you do by yourself, anything of that nature?
I mean, besides giving gifts,
I mean, yeah, besides giving
I
gifts.
think that's the only thing I really do.
There's no traditions that you guys did.
Not
I'm sorry that
carried
you had a
on from
shitty
my
childhood, but JC, let's talk about your Oklahoma childhood and see if you have any traditions that you keep.
I grew up in a divorced home. No, I'm just kidding. So it's very horrible and stressful. But no, like my grandpa, my papa, he passed on, but he was very like the matriarch, I guess, in the family for a long time. Big leader, one of my favorite guys. He raced horses, and he was a pastor, and he was built barns for a living. I just really love this guy, right? And he made the most bomb breakfast ever, right? And so every Christmas,
That's true.
I take Papa's recipe, and then I
Biscuits
bless
and
the
gravy.
family. I bless the kids.
Oh, it's the biscuits and
It's
gravy
the
recipe.
biscuits and gravy, dog.
Oh my God! So
Come over tomorrow.
I've been hearing about this Christmas
No,
and
you
gravy
have to.
recipe for
The
years.
JC biscuit.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. Not only, it has to be made by JC. I think there's like a special flair, right? There's something in the Coates blood that
Yes.
makes you better at making biscuits and gravy compared to anybody else.
I mean, here's the thing. So like I've been making it for years and years, and people come over and they love it. And when we talk about how I do make it, I've never heard anybody make it just quite like, Papa made it.
Do you want to describe how
I
you?
mean, we could kind of keep it a secret.
Okay, well, let's keep it a secret. Maybe a Culture's Food episode will be coming with JC's Biscuits and Gravy in January, and we'll dive into it a little bit more.
Yeah, or maybe even a restaurant. Maybe it even be on
A restaurant? Okay. All right. Well, business ideas.
I mean, the world should know about it.
yeah, I agree,
You
bro.
should do the infused tomorrow.
The infused. Okay.
Infused biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, your kids are gonna love that one.
Send the kids. To
Merry
bed
Christmas,
early.
Santa came early. Joy, what about you? Any traditions that you keep from your family that you still do today?
We usually open a gift Christmas Eve night, and then the rest of the gifts in the morning of.
Got it. Do you have any I'm not trying to be racist here, but do you have any Filipino traditions that you do during Christmas that are different compared to like regular white people stuff?
Pretty racist, but
I have one. I think some of them probably seem normal to you, but maybe
Yeah.
the red envelope. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, that's Chinese though. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
okay.
Yeah, it's Chinese though. We
So
give
what is the? Do you know about the red envelope?
Nope, they do not.
Yeah, the money.
money. Yeah, we give
So
money.
and why is it a red envelope?
It's good luck.
Oh, the red is good luck.
And you can get the red envelopes. You can
Chinatown.
you can buy them. You can buy them in Chinatown.
Oh, like go right
like
now.
it's a special
yes,
red
yes.
envelope.
Oh, and you buy them, and some of them have like
Yeah.
$5, some of them have
Correct.
$1,
Yes,
and it's just
yeah.
like, hey,
Thanks
if
for
whatever's in there's
reminding
in
me on
there.
that.
It's like
That's
this
true. We have some in our
shiny
tree right now.
red. It like flips over. It's like some
Yeah.
gold inlay on
It's
it.
actually really nice.
It is really
to
nice.
get them, too.
It's lit.
Yeah, when you see
Yeah.
one of those red envelopes,
We
it's
usually
like,
give
okay.
it for kids though.
You get hyped up. You get hyped up. All right, this is my last question before we dive into trivia. If everyone can go around and talk about their favorite thing about Christmas, or just about the holiday season. Doesn't necessarily have to be about Christmas. Just about the nature of the holiday season. Chuck, I'll let you go first.
Well, I love when the family gets together, but
Yeah.
realistically, I like the Christmas lights. Those are my favorite things, and still
love
to this
s-
day.
you-
I never do my house because I'm too lazy. But
Will you
all
pay
day-
somebody one day, like when you like?
Nah,
you
I just like looking at.
so you're
Christmas lights.
you like Christmas lights, but they will never go on your house.
I'm not a materialistic guy.
What
I
about when
like
you have
nice shit.
kids? When they want Christmas lights on the house?
Oh yeah, they get it.
and then
but,
you'll put them on.
I mean, maybe. Maybe.
Okay,
Do
fair
you have a
enough.
Christmas tree, Chuck?
No, we don't do it. I don't do any of that. It's too much work. Right
So
now.
your house, I was at your house. Your house is very planned.
Yeah.
JC, what's your favorite thing about Christmas or the holiday season? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I love, just the joyous, loving back and forth, that kind of spirit thing. I just, I think that's really cool. I love being able to look back on a year of work, and kind of reap those benefits and have that feeling.
Yeah. Joy.
I love the Christmas songs.
Christmas songs.
Yes.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Joy to the world.
Joy to the world. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Any other Christmas songs that don't include your name?
Damn.
Well, I listen to a lot of Christian music. So.
Oh,
yeah,
like what's a good one?
90.5
Holy
is
Night,
good.
Silent Night, Silent
We
Night.
should do a karaoke.
Holy night. All right. Well, that was great. So thank you guys so much for letting me in on your Christmas spirit. But now we're gonna dive into trivia. Is everyone excited about doing some trivia right now?
Nope.
15 trivia questions to test my best friends this year. Chuck, keep your fucking eyes to yourself, all right, buddy?
No cheating.
No cheating. Okay. And I'm just gonna let this do a free for all. I'm gonna let this, and you guys can
Okay.
team answer.
Okay.
How did red and green become? How did red and green become Christmas colors?
I think the mistletoe. I'm just thinking.
Ooh, I think that's a great answer.
Or they're contrasting colors.
I think maybe Saint Nick used to have red and green in his robe.
Okay, that's close.
Oh,
You have anything else?
Is it like the?
close.
It has to do something with the Christmas tree, and I don't. fucking-
Okay.
Sweet baby
Something with
Jesus.
Jesus.
His favorite color was
Something
red and
with
green.
Jesus.
Okay, so we're gonna. Okay,
Something
so
with
what's the
Jesus.
final
No.
answer? What's the final answer? Let's pick a final answer. Come together. Is it we're gonna say Jesus, mistletoe, or Santa Claus?
Oh, what did you say?
Santa
again?
Claus.
I said the Santa Claus. Right?
Was it like a
He
present
said it's
given
closer.
to? I don't.
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah. His.
We're gonna say Santa Claus. Very close. So in 1931, Coca-Cola put out the ever first Christmas ad, right? And so they depicted Santa as this old white guy with a big belly, big white beard, and he was wearing red and green.
That's basically what I said.
So you were pretty close.
That's basically
You're-
what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1931,
Wow.
it was
You did say that.
it was commercial marketing that
Yeah.
made Christmas colors what it is
Oh.
today.
Interesting.
Very
Not know
interesting.
that.
Yeah, very cool.
1931.
What has been the most successful Christmas movie ever made?
Christmas story. I saw what he said, but like that's really quick.
What's like the? I'm trying to think.
Oh,
Miracle on 34th Street.
Nope, Rick, you're wrong. Not Miracle on 34th Street.
No, oh, that was a good one though, Rick. That was.
That is a fire movie.
man.
I'm gonna give you another
Can you
30
give
us a
seconds.
hint?
30
Can,
seconds.
can we
Hint,
just get a
hint.
year? Like what year?
It came out in the 90s.
Came out in the 90s. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be a Home Alone
Home Alone.
movie. Yeah.
Home Alone. then?
JC is correct. Home Alone.
Good job.
With a whopping
favorite one.
$286 million
JC's on
in
fire.
sales.
That's crazy.
At the box office, dog. $286 million fucking
Which
dollars.
one? The original.
The original
two,
Home Alone.
The first one.
Highest grossing movie ever, yeah.
God bless
Wow.
Macaulay
and
Culkin.
then the newest How the Grinch Stole Christmas did 260 million. So they thought it was gonna beat it, didn't beat it.
The
So-
newest Grinch?
The newest
Oh.
Grinch.
with Jim Carrey.
No, yeah,
No.
well,
No,
yes.
the new one?
Not the new one, not the animated one. The newest in-person one, the one with Jim
Grinch?
Carrey.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one was
that
really
one
good.
was very close to beating
That was
it.
a good movie.
I'm learning so many.
How many packages on average does USPS deliver during the holiday season?
Oh man, what's a billion?
I would say 9.5 billion.
5 point.
9.5 billion.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, I was gonna say like 400 million.
Okay.
2 billion.
2 billion. So in 2019, they did 800 million packages.
Oh.
Yeah, and so they just consider that the holiday season from the day after Thanksgiving till the day of Christmas. 800 million packages.
Close, Chuck.
Yeah, pretty close. Truck.
Ah.
Truck also was very close on how many turkeys were sold on the Thanksgiving episode special. So
I was counting all packages
It,
by everyone. Totally.
I would
Yeah.
probably you're probably right. It's probably closer
Let's
to like
just
2
say,
billion all packages. This is just the USPS, the Postal Service.
Yeah.
that was a trick question, USP.
Gotta be listening. Gotta listen close.
True or false? Was Jingle Bells written as a Christmas song?
I feel like it's a trick question. Do you think that's
I think it's a trick question.
False.
False. Yes,
No.
correct. So Jingle Bells came out as a song that people would sing in church for Thanksgiving, actually, and then it slowly turned into a
Oh,
Christmas
that's
song.
weird.
Yeah. When was the first tree put up in Rockefeller Center? This is in New York. This is the biggest tree. You guys know this.
It had to be before we were born.
Oh yeah,
I would say
definitely.
that would be in the 50s.
Earlier.
Ooh.
Wow.
1906.
And now I'm almost to the point where this might be even a conspiracy theory, just a little bit. Now that I'm thinking about, now I'm just kind of reading through this could be a conspiracy theory about Christmas.
Okay.
Well, the Christmas colors came out 31.
Bingo, Joy. You got
Dang.
yeah, you got it. So 1931 was the first year they put up a Christmas tree.
Good job.
And
I wish I got that.
which is so
Right.
crazy because it's like Rockefeller Center puts a Christmas tree, and then Coke drops the first ever Christmas ad.
So they created Christmas.
They
yeah.
created Christmas.
That is
you know?
so creepy.
Shout out to capitalism.
Shout out capitalism. I almost said a Zach Fox line. You almost got my ass. You almost got my ass. Has Christmas ever been illegal to celebrate?
Illegal to
Yeah.
celebrate.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
In the U.S.?
Yes.
I would say no.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So the
Thanks.
Massachusetts Bay Colony Ordinance of 1659 made Christmas illegal to celebrate in that specific colony. The law was repealed in 1681. Christmas didn't become a state holiday in Massachusetts until 1856, though. So they didn't really like fucking Christmas around there. They didn't believe in Saint Nick.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug to those guys. When was the term Xmas first used?
This would be coming way
Lord,
later.
yeah.
1980.
1990s.
I would say like in the 70s, but I'm not
It
sure.
was first used in 1954.
Oh, jeez.
It's the Greek letter chi, which means X. X stands for Christ. So people think it's because people are trying to be like, Xmas, right? So it'd be more inclusive. Wrong. It's X. The X in the Greek alphabet means Christ. So, so just FYI.
My grandma gets so mad when I
When
read
they
it that
do
way.
X.
When
Yeah.
they put Xmas,
Yeah.
we'll let
Well,
her
now
know
you can tell her.
that it means Christmas.
Tell her what's
In religion?
What are two other names for Santa Claus?
good. Saint Nick.
That's one.
They say the same thing. The other one.
No, we're good with
One more.
Santa Claus. Saint Nick.
Oh. I don't know.
I forget.
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
What?
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
I don't know, but we'll come back to that.
Wow.
How many Americans use artificial Christmas trees?
How many?
60%.
Joy
Yeah.
made me switch over this last
To a
year.
real one?
To a fake one.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was
Fake all day.
Who has to clean all the
I'm
thing
fake.
up?
I'll go
Fair,
for fake
fair,
all
sure.
day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. JC thinks it's his, so I don't
When you
know.
want to tell them when the last time you got the tree,
That it gets
you
set on
hammered
fire.
it in, and then he hammered it not all the way down, so the bottom doesn't even touch the water.
There could have been some arguments over
So-
the live Christmas tree.
So it died after a little-
Installations.
So
over the
how
years,
many other people had the same exact argument as you guys to put up this artificial Christmas tree? Do you think?
Wait, how many people
Wait,
do artificial?
In just America,
Numbers or percentage?
Number. What number
Oh.
of Americans use artificial Christmas
Probably
trees?
like at least 80 or 90 million.
Oh, okay, really close. So 94 million
Wow.
people use Christmas artificial, which is almost 85%.
Okay, I was at
Of Christmas tree.
60%.
You're pretty
And this
close
is a
to
survey
50%.
conducted by the Nielsen for American Christmas Tree Association. So
Shout out to artificial trees.
yeah, shout out, shout out.
They look cooler.
Save money.
They
Okay.
look cooler.
You save
You
money.
can use them forever.
Yeah.
Speaking of church, you guys know about Advent calendars. Okay,
Uh,
so
That's a Catholic thing,
a
right?
Catholic thing.
Yeah.
So in what year? No. Okay, so in 2007, what department store stole 50,000 chocolate Advent calendars?
What's the-
50,000. I mean, this
Wait,
is a ridiculous number.
Wait, say
That's
one more time.
sold?
Yes. What department store
Sold.
sold 50,000 chocolate Advent calendars in
Either.
2007?
Either Macy's or Dillard's.
Macy's sounds
Macy's.
like one of those.
It was Harrods, which I've actually never
What is
even
that?
Oh.
I've never even heard that before. But they sold a 4-foot Christmas tree shaped Advent calendar, and that's why they were able to sell so many. I mean, this thing's a toddler size, right? So
How does it look like? I mean, what does it?
I have no idea.
okay, this is gonna be the best one. Name the 8 original reindeer, and Rudolph is not one of the original 8, so he'd be the 9th.
Dancer.
Okay.
Prancer.
Vixen.
Yep.
Donner.
Yep.
Blitzen.
Yep.
Can you sing the song?
Well, there's 3 more.
Just 2 more. Oh yeah, no, you got 3 more. No, what'd you say? Said
Prancer.
yeah.
Prancer, Dancer, Donner, Blitzen, Vixen.
Okay. Yep. You got 3 more. One more D and 2 C's.
No, I don't know. I don't even want to guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dasher,
Dasher.
Comet, and Cupid.
Dasher. Oh, Dasher.
How much money does Americans spend during the holiday season on shipping? Just on shipping
On
alone.
shipping.
We'll just do the calculations of all the
I just-
USPS. 800 million. Or how much was it? 800 million.
On average.
What's the average per American? Is a better question. Like as one person, not in total.
For shipping?
Shipping for during the holidays.
$75.
$100.
$75.
$75.
200.
200.
Because I'm just calculating what I had to do.
Okay. 200.
115.
The average American spends $998 every year on holiday shipping, and in 2018 it was at an all-time high of $1,048.
What?
That's crazy.
These guys got money.
I know,
I
crazy.
know.
That's some rich white people shit. I've never heard of one. All right, we got
Again.
we got 3 more. We got 3 more. True or false? People no longer send out Christmas cards. True or false?
False.
I mean,
That's false.
it's false. But
False.
It did go down, though.
The rate of sending greeting cards has gone down over the
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
but this year especially, people are sending holiday cards as a way to connect with others during the pandemic. So it's been going up this year
Okay.
by a good amount.
Did you count our score?
You guys have pretty much gotten all of them wrong. So I think
a few right.
I-
so
One right.
got 3 right.
I got one.
sounds like you're being a Grinch right now.
I'm not being a Grinch. I'm just saying you probably got 3 right total.
Okay.
And there's 15 total
3
questions.
is better than none.
God, we're failing.
Why is kissing under the mistletoe a tradition?
You should know this. You sold mistletoes when you were younger.
I did used to sell mistletoe.
Did you?
What was your sale?
That was my
Was it
first
your
hustle.
pitch?
Oh
That's so
shit,
crazy.
that's kind of lit.
Yeah.
I used to climb trees and pick the mistletoe and bag them up and sell them for a quarter to the.
What would you tell them? What is why?
Was the mistletoe used something for like marriage or something
Close,
like that?
something close to that. Not necessarily
I'm
marriage.
not sure why it is that.
Joy, any
don't
guesses?
know.
Okay, so it's up to debate, right? Of how the mistletoe was created, but essentially the idea is that a husband and wife or someone that's for fertility. It's meant to protect fertility during the holiday season. The idea is people put it over the thing. The idea is to bring life right into the world. So that's what the mistletoe represents. So there's also a myth that the mistletoe was used to kill the god Blauder, and his mother Frigg used its berries to bring him back to life. She then declared the plant a symbol of love and promised to kiss anyone who went underneath it, aka
I like that one
the
better.
mistletoe.
I feel like that could have been made up.
That one was cool.
It says the tradition is up for debate.
I mean, yeah. Well,
Why are stockings hung? The last question of our trivia.
Wasn't
For
it
the
to dry
stocking
them
stuffers.
off? Wasn't it to dry the socks off and then they
over the fire.
fireplace and then I don't know.
Kinda. Okay.
That was just a.
That
what
means
do you
it's
guys think?
correct.
I
but
was
it's
just
not.
thinking for the stocking stuffers.
So Santa could put presents in them while you're sleeping.
Kind of, sort of. So the most popular legend tells of a poor man who worried his 3 impoverished daughters wouldn't have enough status to marry St. Nicholas. They wouldn't have enough status to marry. St. Nicholas heard of the situation and wanted to help, but he knew that man wouldn't take charity. Instead of directly handing him money, St. Nicholas put gold coins in his daughter's stocking where they were drying by the fire and
Oh,
disappeared.
the coins. I was just
Yeah.
get those gold
So
chocolate
you were,
coins.
you were
that
kind of
is
correct.
right.
And so St. Nicholas was an actual person in the 1600s. So.
You guys kind of got right.
Yeah, you guys were kind of right. And boom, trivia's over. Great job, guys.
We should ask you questions.
No, that's not the job. I'm the host. You guys are the guests. So that's how this works. All right. For our next segment, we're going to talk about having a merry stoner Christmas. Could be called a Cushmas, a Dankmas, a Litmas.
I like litmus.
A litmus? You like litmus? I like litmus too. I think I made that up, but that's just me. So I don't know.
No, probably not.
Probably did. Probably did. All right. First thing first. To have a great Merry Christmas, what do you think that is? What's the best thing? What do you need to start a Merry Christmas?
Weed.
Okay, the tree,
tree,
guys,
you need
the
the
trees,
trees.
yeah, the
That's
trees,
what I meant. No,
the
I'm
tree,
kidding.
right? So that means your weed and your tree. So if you're gonna get a Christmas tree for this Christmas, make sure maybe it's a weed plant, right? Maybe you're using a weed plant as a thing,
You should see my decorations on my tree.
or you have a regular tree, and you have awesome decorations. So-
The little mushrooms.
okay, we also have mushrooms. This is the Culture and Cannabis Show, not the Culture and Psilocybin Show, but
My beautiful bride loves mushrooms.
we're here. I also love psilocybin, so we're in it to win it. That could also be a good way to have a great Christmas.
That sounds like a
right?
great way.
Right, so you want to get the tree, then you need the decorations. So, do you have any weed decorations on your tree this year?
We do not. We do
I
not.
think I have one. I think I had bought an ornament for my mom as a joke, and I think it's on the tree this year.
Everything under the tree was paid for by marijuana.
Paid for by marijuana. Okay, number 2, right? Gifts. What are some of the best gifts to get for stoners? What do you guys think? What do you think? What if you had to pick up a stoner gift? What would you buy besides just weed? Obviously,
Oh, I'd definitely buy a pipe or a bong or something like that. For
pipe or bong. Okay, what about you, JC?
Yeah, I mean, a nice glass piece would be something very special.
What about you, Joy?
The cleaning supply for
Cool.
the bongs.
Clean supplies for the
supply.
bongs.
That's good.
So some of the top gifts for your stoner is those lighter poker things that you put the lighter in,
The
has some
clip.
poker. Yep, one of those guys. A nice jar would be nice. Some terpene infused candles would be good.
A little stash box.
A little stash box, an ashtray. They have weed memorabilia with like a stuffed weed Louis animal deal. A dab mat is really good. Lighters always works. Papers. Cannabis styled clothing is always good. So those are some great things you can get for your
I think
stoner.
Culture and cannabis, rolling papers.
Culture and cannabis rolling papers. Culture and cannabis products, right?
Next year we're gonna have Culture and
Pre-rolls.
Cannabis Christmas gift cards. We
100%. We're gonna have
Postcards.
next
gift
year.
cards.
Christmas is gonna be really special for Culture and Cannabis. Just wait on it.
Just wait.
What are some fun things we can do for a Cushmas, guys? What do you guys think? What are some fun
Infused
things?
Food.
Fused
Yep.
food, that's one of them. What about you, Joy? What do you think? What else?
Infused drinks.
Infused drinks. Okay, so we're gonna stay on the infused part. You want to switch it up, maybe, JC, with something else?
Fun always stumps me. Have to think about it for a minute.
Okay, some awesome things that you can do. Number 1, you can get really high and decorate, right? Like that's pretty fun, right? Because you can enjoy a lot more. 2, get really high and make a gingerbread house. That seems like a lot of fun. Can be. Maybe not me. I fucking always get
He'll
heated.
probably just keep on eating the candy.
Also, eat the candies also.
Dang,
And
you
make
just
sure
called it.
getting called out. All right. Number 3, you can get some festive rolling papers. That's something that you can do, right? Roll some things. You can make a fort, like a blanket fort, and do a hot box in that. Make an ice bong or pipe, right? I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, where you like take the snow and you build a bong out of it. Done it a couple times in Northern Nevada. Really, really fun.
What's snow?
What?
Northern Nevada snow.
Yeah, Northern Nevada.
We don't have that shit.
Yeah, we don't
We
have
got dirt. We got mud.
Yeah, we got the dirt. You can do a dirt bong out of there. Or ugly sweater smoking chest, right? Obviously, this year is a little bit tough with coronavirus, but ugly Christmas smoking chests. So let's talk about the food. You guys talk about the food. What are some dishes that you think you should have during a Christmas? Christmas. Obviously, some infused dishes.
Just
Cookies.
infuse the butter.
Do you infuse the butter and just put it into everything, or what?
I mean, if
And
you want,
olive oil, too.
you know,
In the olive
Put it in
oil.
everything.
or you could just
And
buy
the
the tinctures.
The
nowadays.
tinctures
It's
make
so
it
easy,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Tinctures
That's
make it
what I
super
use.
easy.
Go to the dispensary, get your 100
So yeah,
milligram.
so some tips today is that every dispensary in town is doing great specials, especially on tinctures. Those don't have high sell-through rates. So if you're looking to make an infused dinner that makes it super simple, go to your local dispensary, pick up some tinctures, 2 to 1, 1 to 1.
You just drop it into the food.
All you gotta do is legit just drop that
Supposed to
that
measure, but I
yeah,
just pour.
yeah.
we
Joy
know,
does
Joy.
not measure. Joy pours, but you should measure it out. Be
I
careful
know,
on who you
please,
give
please.
infused food to. You don't
Yes.
want to ruin their Christmas by
Yeah,
getting them
I
way too
know.
big. It's super fucked up when people do that. And there's still time. I mean, Amazon obviously it's probably too late, but for next year, there's so many cooking supplies, right? You can get weed leaf style,
for
what
the
are those cookies, the
cookies?
cookie
Oh, the cookie
ones.
cutters.
They have like little molds. The magic butter maker makes it really simple on make magic butter. And that's what it really is, make sure that you have some great styled ugly sweaters, right? A Christmas ugly sweater, something that says, Merry Litmas or Merry Dankmas. And you could even get yourself some Christmas style glass, right? They make it, right? I'm looking at some right now. They got the Grinch, you got Santa, you got Frosty the Snowman, and we got, I don't know who this is, the Abominable Snowman. So that's, if you want to have a great Christmas, there's some tips.
I like it.
Yes, now we know what he wants for next year.
What do I want?
A lot of those stuff.
I'll send you this link. If you give me a weed
Can you
tree,
just enjoy the link?
yeah, I'll send
And
you
just
guys. I'll
highlight
send you
what
guys
you
over the link. But yeah, that's the end of the Christmas segment. And to dive into the last segment, we're gonna talk about the end of 2020. Let's recap it. Let's recap 2020. I want to talk about what we did this year. So I'm not a big fan of this game, but we're just gonna do it. We're gonna talk about peaks and pits. All right. So we're gonna talk about the peak, highs of the high. What was the best moment of 2020,
Got it.
and what was kind of the shittiest moment of 2020?
Yeah.
I'll start with you first, Joy.
Oh, great.
You want to go last?
Well, the highest for sure is for me to not be able to drink anymore, to get over that. So that was like the biggest thing.
That's awesome. And maybe we can do personal and one for personal, one for culture and cannabis too.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So now your turn.
Oh,
Let me think about
My
it
turn?
because I don't even know what
Yeah, we'll start with peaks. Personal peaks.
personal peaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Personal peaks?
Yeah. What was the personal peak for you this year? Something that you're super happy about with
There's
yourself.
too many things. There's too many things I'm grateful for. I hate that. All right.
One personal thing that you like about yourself in 2020,
So
Chuck.
like we have peaks and valleys, right? Maybe that's throwing them off the peaks and pits part, right? So,
Peaks and valleys. Yeah. Sorry.
We have highs and lows. throughout
Yeah,
the
what
year.
was the high- what was a personal
point for
high?
Chuck?
was
yeah.
a personal high. One of them. I'm gonna say top 10. So
Yeah.
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 You don't have to give me the number one.
We know
That
you're
is-
balling out over here. Just pick
I
one of
know.
them, all right? Jesus.
no, I was gonna just say
My stock went up about 50% this year. I probably got double the amount of gigs I got last year. The company that I own is doing very well. What else do I have going for me right now? I love my dog.
I think the biggest one was just being able to like finally quit my job and everything. And
That's true.
I still work, you know what I mean, but just not having that 9 to 5 locked in
Yeah.
Nice.
feels good. That's definitely my highest.
Nice. What about you, JC? Personal peak.
Personal peak. I think it was just physical fitness, no alcohol.
Just
Sounds like two, but okay.
Yeah, I think it's a combo one. JC's health. I think JC really turned
Oh,
around
there
his
you go,
health this
health.
year. I think
Yeah.
the year of
Health
health was
What about
2020.
yours?
Personal peak. I honestly, I feel like I did a lot of personal development when it came to my emotional status. Right. I feel like I was really good at controlling my emotions this year compared to years past.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to control your manners too.
Yeah, my manners. We gotta work on it.
21.
We'll work on the manners in 2021.
We should have gotten tissue. We should have gotten you those tissue packets for your pocket.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Slobber gang.
Slobber gang. All right, let's talk about personal pits. Any personal pits this year you guys want to talk about? Things that sucked.
I
know
think
there's
I'll go
some. I know
first.
there's
I
some.
lost 2 family members this year, not to the
yeah.
coronavirus, which is ironic, but those both
That's
sucked.
true. Yes, my aunt, unfortunately, due to COVID. Yeah, that is. Yes.
Personal pits. Go ahead.
I don't know. Can't think. This is really hard for me.
Life's been good.
Yeah.
Shit.
Life's good.
I seem sad. I seem quiet. Mad all the time, but I'm actually.
Any equipment break that you didn't want to break this year?
I'm trying to think. I guess COVID was like one of the things that kind of just sucked for me.
Fuck.
Just seeing a lot of people get hit by it hard, you know what
Struggling
I mean?
from it,
Businesses,
yeah.
like, that's the only thing that makes me a little sad because I'm like, a lot of people lost their livelihoods to an extent from it. So I think that's like the worst.
What about you, JC?
Yeah, I mean, COVID was pretty rough.
Yeah, COVID sucked. COVID definitely sucked. All right, let's talk about the company though. I think the company as a whole, right, did really well this year. I mean, fucking fantastic for our first year in business as far as selling product. I'll start with I think my personal peak was the fact that we were able to get into Oklahoma. I think the fact that we're the first brand ever to be created in Nevada and then go outside the state was like I carry a lot of pride in that, right? Because I love Nevada. So I think that was my personal peak for the company this year.
That's what I was going to say, though. The opportunity for us, all of us, to be able to travel and make that big move.
It was really cool.
Yeah, that is.
I think for me, just seeing our team grow. Like it's like now we have kind of like an organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is a trip to think about. Being able to manage, teams of people in one state and one state here, and just how that all comes together has been pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's the same with me. Just seeing the peak of basically culture and cannabis growing into the cannabis side of like products and whatnot. I think that's super interesting, and just seeing how we can grow as like a team, which is dope because we've always been together.
Yeah, I
all
like
of
what you
us.
said too. You said, we grew from a brand to an organization, right? Because now we're a full on company with duties, we have to pay taxes, we have fucking people to worry about, people to manage, things to do. We have multiple streams of income. So I think it's just been a really unique year for us. What's been the best culture is food bet for you guys? And also, just so you guys know, we're gonna have a New Year special next week, as long as Rick is cool with it. Hopefully, he says yes. But next week we're actually scheduled third. Yeah, is that good, Rick? All right, we're gonna do a New Year special. So this is just a little taste for next week. So
Culture's
food. What was
Culture's
your-
food. High Point.
yeah, just
The
your favorite one.
Oh, the favorite one.
restaurant?
Well, I never really get
Chuck
to
hates all
enjoy
of them
it,
because
but
he's.
Chuck hates all of it. Actually, you should have said that was your pit. Was culture is food.
filming for culture is food is my pit.
I like Liberty.
Liberty was good.
Yeah. Had a lot of variety.
The one that I laughed the most on was the I think
The Chewies?
the cheese board was
Oh.
the funniest one for
Yeah,
me.
cheeseburger was
It
hilarious.
was just
Cheeseburger
funny.
was hilarious. Cheeseburger was crazy. What about you, Chuck? What was the one that you had the most pleasure of recording? You know what I'm saying, like the
No,
filming.
I'm trying to think.
That was probably.
I don't know. Chewy's one made me laugh the most.
Chewy's was a good one because
Yeah.
Chewy came into the episode.
Yeah.
That was good. That was
the one
good.
with Joe.
Joe comedy.
Joe comedy
really
was
good, too.
That's
crazy as
right,
shit.
That one.
Very cra-
Yeah.
I think
Episode was good. Behind the scene wasn't.
I know, I
Yeah.
know.
That was
I know,
that was
sorry, I know.
that was
But
a pit
it
for
was
me.
really funny.
That was a black
I
Why
hole
did you
for
have to
me.
bring it up again?
I did have a fit.
I think Lucino's, which I said Luciano's the whole time, was I think one of my favorite episodes. I think
the
that
first
was
ones, right?
Yeah, it was number 3 actually, and they still have our culture fries on them.
Yeah, that was a meaningful episode.
I think it made us feel like, oh shit, we could actually do this.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. But yeah, I'll save more stuff for the New Year's Eve special that we'll do next week before this time. But
I won't be there.
No, Chuck will be there. But that's it. That's the Christmas episode, guys. I mean, we had a great time this year. JC, where can they find? Let's do some outros right now.
Okay.
Where can they find Culture and Cannabis products today if they want to pick it up before Christmas Day?
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, okay, so we just did fresh new ready-to-roll drops, pre-roll drops, and full flower drops at a number of different places, and the testing on this weed is through the roof, right? And especially with our ready-to-rolls. I think they're available right now at Curaleaf, Acres, Exhale, and Vegas Treehouse, right off the top of my head, and Green Dispensary. These ready-to-rolls, it's the 91 Chem. It's like a Las Vegas Valley favorite, all testing at 25%. Terpenes out off the roof. Guys, go pick up these ready-to-rolls. Listen, it's not a shake bag. It's top-tier bud. Hand ground. Get the free pack of papers. It's the lowest costing quarter bag in just about any store in Nevada. Go pick them up.
Please.
And then we also have our 2-packs of pre-rolls, our single packs, which are all across the valley, up and Northern Nevada as well. So any of our Northern Nevada fans, and if any of our Oklahoma people are out there watching, there's a slew of dispensaries out there that carry our ready-to-rolls and pre-rolls out there. We also have our full flower, which is at a multiple dispensaries, right? We're selling a lot of 8s. And then we have our live resin too, which is only right now exclusively at Vegas Treehouse. So, man, we have a lot of products. You know, I'm gonna be having a Culture and Cannabis Christmas tomorrow for sure. I bought a bunch of products, so I'll be making some content. You guys stay tuned for that.
Just want to say one more thing.
Oh, say one more thing. Yeah.
So I just want to thank, and of course from all of us, to everyone that I know, of course, we can't do our events currently, but I just want to thank for all those cannabis family and friends that continue to support and follow us. And we're going to have an event soon. So
yeah, it is happening.
coming.
It is happening.
2021.
So yeah. But
Which is
and look out for some products by Joy coming in 2021 as well.
Yeah.
We got some cool stuff that we've been working on in the lab that it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, and we're going to be rocking and rolling with it.
patience.
Patience is a virtue.
Patience is a virtue.
Well, yeah. Anyone got some closing words for Christmas? The Christmas Christmas Eve podcast special? Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, just thanks for the support. Stay grateful.
Thank you guys. Happy holidays
happy
to everybody
holidays.
out there. Be safe. Have fun with your fam.
Yeah.
Eat a lot of good food. Give a lot of good gifts and be grateful.
Awesome.
Get
Well,
better.
that was the Christmas Eve Culture and Cannabis podcast special. Thank you guys so much for participating. I really appreciate it. Love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next Thursday for a New Year's Eve special. We'll be talking about goals, manifestation, strategy for 2021, looking back on 2020. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, have a great Christmas. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.